Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome PRI General Manager and your host of the 31st Annual Performance Racing Industry Trade Show, Bill Miller.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 2018 PRI Show. Boy, I can tell you we had you folks lined up at 6 o'clock this morning. I think that's pretty impressive to be here that early after a night on the town, so thank you so much for showing up. John Aiken, thank you for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. That was surely awesome. Thank you. Also, a shout out to our hot rodders of tomorrow. I tell you, there's no better time to skip school and come to the PRI show. But to have you guys here, that's really great. And I know you guys got a great competition with a lot of money and scholarships. So we're thrilled to have you here and enjoy your experience here at the PRI show. Jim and Rodney Bingham, who head up Hot Rodders of Tomorrow, I don't think they're here because they actually have competitions going on. But if you do see them, stop by and thank them for what they have done for the youth in our industry. They've developed this great program, and they certainly deserve the industry's thanks. So a wave of hands, who's here for the first time? All right, now that's what I like. You're jumping in feet first and getting here early. Well, you'll come to realize that this show is unique in the fact that it brings the best of our industry. It brings products, it brings personality, and it brings networking. So enjoy your experience. How about those that now have an undefeated streak and have been here for 31 years? You have a few. Linda Vaughn. There's a couple of them out there. Well, thank you for your dedication, for the years of coming to this show, and really decades of being a part of this industry. It is greatly appreciated. Our singular focus here at PRI is to serve you, the motorsports community, that has defined us and that will lead us into the future. We are your PRI. We're your PRI that's committed to hosting the best motorsports show in the world, supported by top manufacturers and thousands of buyers that are here today. You folks are the lifeblood of this event. Engine builders, fabricators, distributors, retailers, and professional race teams that come here to focus on this vibrant marketplace in the city of Indianapolis and what is the PRI show. A marketplace that showcases the newest products and equipment that will hopefully lead you to victory lane and deliver sales for your retail establishment. We are your PRI, a PRI that is committed to enhancing and evolving not only what we do here at the show, but what we deliver for you 52 weeks out of the year. PRI Direct is an example of this. PRI Direct now serves as your online guide for products and services. We've taken our annual buyer's guide that comes out every winter, and we've put it online to create a resource for buyers that are all here at this show and for manufacturers to connect year-round. It's no cost to you to participate, and we encourage you to take advantage of it. We've also expanded our footprint in Lucas Oil Stadium. When you head over there now, you'll see we have our trailers. We brought them inside to enhance the buying experience and to get you guys out of the cold so you don't have to have that experience outside. And we're thrilled to be able to move into that part of the stadium. We also have put in Lucas Oil Stadium our feature products section where we have now over 600 products of those that are exhibiting at the show in one location. I encourage you to go there before you hit the show floor because it gives you a broad view of what you're going to find out on the show floor, and it will help you manage and navigate your way around the show floor. As I said last year, our goal is to be better and not bigger. Excuse me. Your involvement motivates us to be the best, to host an event where real business is done, to develop education programs that serve this industry, to spotlight the personalities, the products, and the technology that fuel us throughout the year in both print and online. We want to be your advocate week in and week out. Our one focus is very simple, and that's to serve you, the motorsports community. In the weeks and months ahead, you'll see that the PRI team is committed to you and to serve this community. Excuse me. Whether delivering a world-class trade show, developing education programs, hosting networking events around the country, providing research or advocacy, PRI is here for you. Thank you for all you do to make this community so special. We're thrilled to be a part of it. We're honored to have with us today two members of what I consider the greatest racing family in motorsports, with Al Unser and Al Unser Jr. We do have one thing in common, and it's only one. We both worked for Roger Penske. Besides the love of the PRI show, we both worked for Roger Penske. I ran racetracks and sold race tickets. These guys won championships and won the Indy 500 numerous times. And they got to be kissed by Linda Vaughn in Victory Lane. I think they definitely had the more glamorous of our jobs. But if you worked for Roger, there's one thing that you were. You were a steward of the industry. Here we are. This is back in the early 2000s at California Speedway. We were at a CARA fundraiser where we were raising money for people in need. These guys are back here again, being stewards of the industry, to share their stories and their perspectives on the industry with you here today. So thank you guys, appreciate you being here. Well, it wouldn't be Good Morning PRI without our longtime host and one of the greatest journalists in all of motorsports. So to get this party started, and you can see he's wearing his full retirement attire now. He was always the man in the blue button down. But please welcome the true friend, Dave Despain.
Thank you,
Dave.
Appreciate it. Thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to be back here for the 10th straight year. Most gigs don't last that long. This one's been a good one. The previous 9 years, I've worn the official shirt of whatever television network was paying me at the time, originally Speed, later MAV TV. Today, I am proud to debut the official shirt of the permanently retired. You may notice I also have the official hairdo, the official sandals, and I have the official shorts. But at the last minute, I decided not to wear those. Because when you've had a long, hard night, there's some things you just don't need to see over breakfast. You know? Not something you want to see. I talked to a lot of racers over my career about how they knew it was time to retire. For me, it came like a flash at the Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals, in the middle of the main event, live on MAV TV, when I realized, one, I can't read the numbers, two, I can't hear the director, and three, I can't remember the leader's name for the length of time it takes him to make a lap. I think I'm too old for this shit. So here I stand, officially retired, and it's good. I probably could have stretched it out for another couple of years, but I thought, you know, I don't want to end up being an embarrassment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for the winner. Tell them your name again. You know, I don't want to be that guy. So my motorcycles are very happy about me having a little more time to spend in the shop. They all have fresh tires and oil changes and chains, and they get ridden a little more regularly, but there are problems with that. Number one, I can't see where I'm going. Number two, I can't hear the sirens. And number three, if I get very far outside the neighborhood, I can't remember how to get back home. I have GPS, but for me, that's just get P-stops. When I was doing adventure rides to Baja and Alaska, the unwritten rule was always don't pass a gas station, because you never know where the next one will be that's actually open and has fuel. All these years later, the rule is still don't pass a gas station, because you never know when that sudden and urgent need to go to the men's room will strike you. And it's very important to not be off schedule on that. The more urgent that need is, the more likely it is that there will already be somebody in there. Reading the paper while I'm out there waiting for Mother Nature to take its course. So enough of that. I remember the first time that I came here and hosted the breakfast. It was tough times, 2009, and millions of Americans in the Great Recession were figuring out what it was like to get by on too little money. And it occurred to me that racers get along on too many money as a permanent condition. That is just part of the racer way of life, and I wondered if they would even notice that there was a recession. Lo and behold, we survived that. In many cases, we've thrived, we've gone forward, and I've said this before here, but I think you all deserve a lot of credit for that, for your strength and your durability and your determination and your passion for the sport. But the other thing that strikes me in looking back over 10 years and feeling reflective about the PRI show is the biggest significant change that's happened with that show, and that was the move back to Indianapolis and to become a tightly focused racing show. And what I think is important about that is how and why it happened. It happened because the industry wanted it to happen and expressed that need, made it clear, this is what we want. And so the right people put their heads together, made the right decisions, and made it happen. The instructive part is you taking control of your own destiny. A wise man said to me one time that a trade show is reflective of the industry that it represents, and I think that's significant. And the lesson is going forward. I would like to have all the members of the PRI team stand up. Those of you that are we want to see your faces. That speaks volumes right there. But the reason I want you to stand up, stand up, stay up. The reason I want them standing up is so that you can get a look at them. And the reason I want you to get a look at them is because as we go forward, you need that communicative link. Bill has laid out all the things that PRI wants to be and do for you, but you got to tell them what you want. And this is your communication link. You can call, you can email, and all the rest of that, but there's nothing like a face-to-face conversation where you make your suggestions, voice your complaints, lay out your 5-year strategic plan. Whatever it is you want PRI to be, these are the people you talk to. I hope you all have a very busy weekend, and that's a well-deserved round of applause. Second round of applause. I feel very comfortable and confident about where this sport and this industry is and where it's going, and it's because of the people in this room. The short-term future is especially bright because we're going to hear from two of the greatest racers of all time and honor the greatest racing name in American history.